Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so yesterday we started to create the doors. We already defined what we're going to do. I think that we're going to do a lot of different assets, not only bars, not only outside doors. Maybe the design for the inner wood I'm going to change into multiple designs. Okay, so we're going to continue, and also maybe I think we'll see. Once we have more assets, how we're going to make the walls to fit. The easiest way is just to assemble like Legos, but I wanted to try like to have bevel in the corners and the borders. We'll see. Maybe because this is a massive map, the best option, the best option is to just keep it like that, sharp corners. That is, I think, the easiest way and the best option. But we'll see. Okay, so let's start. Let me turn off the camera and we're going to start with the work today, okay? Okay, yesterday we created the frame, the door, and today we're going to I forget to create maybe to look for some references. One moment please. Okay. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I was saying that I forgot about creating the middle part. So maybe we can this looks good, but no, I have to do this again. Yes, I have to do this again. I forgot about the middle part and the lower part. Let's do this again. The design looks good, the problem is that I don't have enough space here. Why I cannot move this? Hello, Alan Boomer, welcome. Okay, here, what should I do here? No, you know what? I am going to do this. This is the original design, okay? Okay, and I am going to the problem is here. Today I am creating the doors and I'm starting with the wooden doors. I'm trying to create a pattern here, but this is perfect. The problem is that I don't have too much space to put the piece that you use to open and close the door. Here you don't have enough space. One moment, please. Okay, I found something that I can use. At least I need the wood here, so this design is not helping. Ah yes, it is of the channel, the ones that I shared with you a long time ago. Right now I am learning Strudel to create music with code, and maybe in a few months I am going to start a new channel of music, and there I'm going to share some pieces with you to use on streaming for free. Yes. The music that is really good. The problem is I don't know how she made that, because, or maybe she's not she doesn't use the monetization. I don't know, because she created the music with AI. So I think that if you want to monetize AI content, you have to pay. Yes. Right now I am learning the website. The website, if you want also to try, is Strudel. Strudel. You can create music by coding in JavaScript. It is not difficult. You just have to learn few commands, and you can create your own music. The thing is that right now I am checking, learning some music theory, because I want to have more knowledge to create better music, of course. Okay, here is the thing. This design is really good. The problem is the space here in the borders. This is not enough, so I'm going to start again with this design, and I'm going to start with the borders. Do you want me to let me show you really quickly what I tried to create yesterday when I was learning the so you have an idea if you are interested in creating something. Let me show you very quickly. This doesn't have to do anything with AI. So maybe, Alan Boomer, if you want to create music for your content, you can go here and learn that. Because again, with AI, the problem is that you have to pay. If you want to monetize your channel, I think that right now maybe you're not going to have problems, but later you're going to have problems. So it is better to avoid that. So this is what I tried to create yesterday. It is a simple command. I spent a lot of time trying to create this intro of a very famous song, and because I was learning. And that's all. So if you want to learn, the website is Strudel. I'm going to learn. I'm going to write that here. Yes, it is from the song is It Must Have Been Love. I think I don't remember the title. From Roxette. I think that you know that song. I am not going to play it because, of course, that I don't want copyright. I was just learning and trying to create to learn the commands, and it is very difficult. The problem is, like, you have to. The problem that right now I am having is trying to, with the tempo in the music is like you have like the tuk 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 tuk, like the calculated the how the notes are going to sound. But remember that these kind of songs are not like sound the notes like sounds in notes sound in a very specific in this hit. No, it is like you have to mix like in between, like the tun 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 tun. Trying to calculate that in between notes, in between the what the metro I don't know how to say metronome. The thing that marks the tempo of your song, you have to play in between that, and that is the thing that right now I am having some troubles because it is very difficult to calculate that with the commands, of course. Right now I am playing with silence, and maybe that is the key. So there you have more tools, just in case. Struder is one. You can look for more tools. I think that Sonic PI is another one, and I don't remember the other ones. But there are different languages and different options to learn. Okay, let's do this again because this is not looking good. Another try. This is the second try. So I'm going to start with the borders. And I think that these borders are going to be maybe the standard for all the designs. Yes, I think that I'm going to do that. The only borders that I'm going to change are going to be maybe the up and the in between. The two borders here, and I think that I'm going to leave it in the. Yes, maybe I should start with a simple design, so we can be completely sure that, or no. One more. Let's start with the pieces, the things that we use to open and close the doors. So with that we have a better reference of the space that we need. I think that the space is this, but it seems to be like maybe here. That should be the space. And maybe if we do this in that way, let me see. I think that we're good with that. Let me... Great. Okay, Boomer. Welcome, Girish. Yes, Girish. Welcome. You change your username, or it is the same. Okay. I think that this is enough space for you to open a door. So I'm going with this one. Let me see something. Yeah, yes. Why I created two of these doors? Oh. Ah, okay. Okay, I know what happened here. Hard surface modeling is fun to watch. Yes, right now I am using hard surface because I don't want to use too many bevels, because remember that this is a big project, and I think that it is better if we try to keep everything with low poly, and sharp edges is, I think, the best option right now. Ah, sorry, I forgot to change this. Wait. Okay. To this to the front or not yet? No. First, let me 1 moment. Yes. I'm going to delete. I'm going to work in the design first, and later I'm going to continue with the door. Okay, here we have our door. I'm going to delete these edges. To duplicate this. Sorry. No, 75 is better. 75. I know what happened. Sorry. Let's bring this back. I made this in the worst way, in the worst possible way. Okay, now we're good. Let me hide the original door. I'm going to start with a simple door. Later we can create more complex designs, okay? So I'm going to use this. Let's go here first with this one, and here at the middle Okay. Maybe this design is enough for now, just a simple design. But this door doesn't look like a door of my country because it is too simple. Let me try to find a little what else we can add in this design. Something extra. This is too simple. This door is not in. We can create that, but that door is going to look like an inner door, not like an outside door. Wanted to add just simple rectangles here, and that's too simple for an outside door. Yes, I know what to do. What else we can add to make this a little bit more special? To create another one here, maybe. Rotation. Rotation. This design is horrible, but I don't have any other idea to create another simple idea that I can create. Right now I don't have any other idea. Of wood, I mean, this is a wooden door. I have some ideas, but that door looks like inner doors. Those doors looks like inner doors. No, let me do this. Okay, we can do this. This is simple and looks good. Okay, here we have some options. Option number one, we can merge everything into one body. We can yes, the problem with that is that then we have to add more look, we have to add more edges and all of that. The other is to keep this separated, and that may add a little bit more of realism. It's like saying these are separated pieces of wood, and maybe we can use that. The only disadvantage is that if I want to curve this like bevel, I'm not going to be able, but again, this is low poly, I'm trying to use hard edges, so this is what we have. Okay, what else I should do? What else should I do? Deactivate this. No, maybe no. This one is not good because we can create something like that. And the problem is that this is not going to be connected with this other part. That is the only thing that maybe looks good. May look okay. Let's do this. let's do this. I have two options. I can merge everything and then create the thing that I was trying to do. That is option number one. If I do that, I'm going to be unable to separate the pieces, right? Or maybe no. Maybe not. Let's try to merge everything. Here we are to play, remember. So let's do this. Let me delete this. Okay, now let's go with what I wanted to try. Now here I don't have to pay attention to that. Okay, now that I have this, let's try to divide these pieces first. The thing is here that we need to we can keep it like that, but to make it like a little bit more real, I'm going to divide the pieces so you can see like the division between the wooden assets in this case. So let's try. Let me show you what I am talking about. Here, that divide, and look. By this you can see, okay, this is a better, this is a different piece, like that. And because we're going to have it in the low poly design, it is going to be like that. Before we divide that, we need to extrude all of this part to the inside. Sorry. Okay, what happened here? No. Okay. Now let's separate the pieces. Sorry. I made a huge mistake. I forgot to to use this, because remember that we have these faces here. So by doing that, I didn't select these parts. Let's do this again. But one more. Copyright. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. I'll go for some water, okay? And we continue this. We fix that. Great. Hello, welcome, boy 16345. Save a stream, please. What do you mean by that? The stream always are going to be here, available for free, forever, unless YouTube destroy my channel. Welcome. We are creating assets for the first part of a project that is called Abandoned Zombie City. The project is big, the most ambitious project that I ever created, because it is going to be it is like my first real attempt to create a game that I want to publish. I don't know how to create games. I'm not really artist, but I'm going to learn here while doing. But I think it's the best way to learn things, when you make mistakes and when you find a solution. So this is part of a big project. We're going to create also characters, we're going to create assets, props, vehicles, weapons, a lot of things. We're going to pause once in a while the buildings to create a new mini project that is going to be part of this project. Yesterday I was trying to search like the style that we're going to use for our characters, and I think that I have a defined style, but it is not completely the way I want it, so we'll see. I'm going to first create my character, and then I'm going to show you the result, all the things that I learned, all the things that I tried. First I'm going to create the sculpt, then the retopology, and then the animation. At the end I'm going to create the textures. I want to test all the possible way to do things here. And the game yesterday I was thinking is going to be third person. You're going to have zombies and monsters. Of course, the monsters, just like Resident Evil, and all the zombie movies, you have zombies and some kind of monsters. Resident Evil, and also which one is the other one? The Last of Us. You have monsters, right? So that are part of the virus. In this case, it is not a virus. It was because of a nuclear accident, a nuclear explosion. There is a context. Because of the corruption of the politicians in the city, they destroy all the population. That is the context of the game. And the way that you're going to play is third person, and you're going to use some parkour, martial arts, and like a slasher to defeat zombies. Think about Prince of Persia with zombies, something like that. So you're going to have a lot of characters. I'm going to create multiple characters that are going to be the survivors, and I think that right now the end of the game is trying to go to a medical center where you're going to have some kind of cure, something like that, for the disease, because this is a disease of a nuclear waste, something like that. I am still thinking about the idea, but I'm just sharing with you all the things that I have in mind, so you can send me feedback or say, no, let's try to, maybe you can do it in this way, or okay, I have more ideas with that. So we're doing this together. Okay, let's continue with the doors. Just in case, boys, we already created multiple versions for Windows, so right now we are with the doors, and then we are going to continue with roofs, I think, and then I think that we are going to assemble everything with walls. An extra thing that we have to do are props that we're going to use for houses. For example, these things. Look, for example, this. I don't know where are you from? I don't know your countries, but I don't know if in your countries you have these kind of things that mark how much electricity you use in your home. We have that usually outside our homes, connected to the public system, the public electrical system. So I'm showing you this because I say these are the kind of assets that we're going to have outside our homes. This, and of course the air conditioner, the outer part of the air conditioner, and cables. Those are the things that we need to create for extra things for the houses, and then we're going to assemble everything. So right now, again, Void, I am creating all the assets that I can imagine, so later we can assemble that as Legos. Okay, now I am going to separate these woods because this looks good, but the problem is that you know that wood is not like merged like this. They are pieces of wood that form this thing. So that is what we're going to do right now. And let me fix something here. To make it more realistic. Okay, now it looks better. Let's separate the wood, the parts. We're going to use, of course, this. Very good. And look, now you can see that these are made of wood because you have check any piece of wood that you have in your home. You're going to see these divisions because the wood are like that. So by making this, we are going to make this more realistic. And you can say, but why don't you use that for with textures? You can create that with textures. You can paint that. Yes, but remember that I am creating a lot of assets, and I want to save, to make it more what is the word? Trying not to affect the performance of the game that I want to try to create, because in this case I'm going to sacrifice a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit more of polygons, but save more storage by not using too many textures. That is the thing that I want to try to create. Okay, again, I'm just right now I'm just testing things. I'm trying to create things. Let's see if this is going to work. If that is not the case, then we just change the strategy. Okay, remember that I am creating this with you. I don't have every day that I come here, I have new ideas for the game, but it is not like I have all the full idea of what I want to create. Okay, and we finish, and look at that. It looks better, right? It looks better, more realistic. Of course, let's add our shade smooth because we're using shade smooth for our project. Maybe at the end, maybe at the end I'm going to not use shade smooth. No, I need to use shade smooth because I am creating some pieces with bevels. Yes, I need shade smooth. And if you use shade smooth, it means that all the assets and pieces needs to have the shade smooth. Or if you are using shade flat, everything needs to be with shade flat. But again, we'll see. Also, it depends on how we're going to use the assets. Okay, let's start with this piece here. Okay, let me You know what mistake I made here? Doors, but it is just trying to be very maybe that we can move a little bit the door a little bit up, but it is if we want to make it like more realistic. We can do it. Let's see how this is going to look. Be like that. Let me delete this one and create a mirror modifier here. the same thing for these pieces. Okay, great. Thanks for coming back. I made, this is the door. I just finished the door, but of course we need to create the thing that we have to open. So, okay, we have the extra details for the door. With this, we're going to create a lot of other pieces that we need. What else? Here we can create a lot of multiple, I mean, the things that you use to open the door. The lock is the word. I don't remember. I don't know what the name of that, but this thing. We need to create here. We can play with multiple designs, just like we did with the bars. What else? Yes, so for doors we can create, I think that the frames, we can create different designs for frames, but I think that this is the standard design for all wooden doors, so maybe we can keep it. The design, the decoration of the wooden door is also something that we can create multiple designs. The thing that we use to open and close the door, the one that is going to lock the door, another extra detail if you want, for example, here something to look through the door, and the outside doors. So as you can see, we can create different access and combine that in all the ways that we want to have more variations. most of the doors that you can see here are like with this. I can see that. So that is one design. Okay, thank you. Just in case we're maybe here we're more a few minutes, maybe 20 or 30 more minutes, and we are going to finish for today. Right now I'm trying to create the logs. I don't know the word. Look, for example, for wooden we can find these designs. This one looks like the door of my house. This design I have for the door of my house. This is the exact design. Yes, I have this. And in my ancient home I have a door like this one to protect this door but in other color. In your houses you have something like this, or the doors are more simple? Because for example this wood is really heavy. It is from ancient designs from the 90s. I mean, in the 60s, 70s, those doors that you can find in apartments in the center of the city, those doors were those doors were also with wood and very, very heavy, hard wood. Not like the doors that you have in the inside. For example, here you may have another wooden door, and those doors are like in a light version of wood, a light wood version, because this one is really, really heavy. If you try to break this wooden door is also going to be really difficult to try to break, because it is, as I told you, very heavy. I don't know if you in the US you have doors like this one, or I think that I can remember that maybe you have light wood. I don't know. Okay, but today we start with this simple design. I think that I'm going to make some research. What is the depends on the house. Okay. Okay. But some houses probably have wooden doors like that. Okay. But I think that in your country it is very common to have wooden houses, right? And apartments maybe in big cities or in the cities are made of logs, something like that, right? But most of the walls are made of wood, right? Or something related. Yes, maybe it is because of the climate, because in the highlands here in my country, in the highlands where you have the volcanoes and the big mountains, there is a cold climate, a cold weather. There you can find more wooden houses, but the most common material that we use here is concrete, not concrete, bricks, and the other one that are. But wood it is not common. Wooden houses are ancient houses from the time before I think that the 19th century, from the beginning of the 1900s, something like that. There until you have more wooden houses until the 50s, 60s. It was very common at the center. In the center of the city, yes, you have some wooden houses. But I do live in a huge country, so that houses are probably different depending. Okay. Yes, your country is really big. Now in my country, you know what is the problem of my city? In my country, we don't have natural disasters. We have the only natural disaster that we have are floods, and the one that when you are traveling to the highlands in the highway, in the road, when you are like near a mountain and you have heavy rains, a lot of rain, and some of those mountains like collapse, and cover the road with dirt, with rocks. We have that. We have earthquakes. We have and flood when it is time of raining. Right now we are in the raining cycle of the year, in the raining period of the year, and we have some floods. It is very common, especially in my city. The problem with my city, if you want to know a very interesting fact about my city, it is like this. Yes, I think that you have a lot of. Fortunately, here we don't have tsunamis, we don't have tornadoes, we don't have hurricanes, we don't have any of that, because we are in the equator line, in the middle of the earth. So we don't have that, and we don't have, for example, snow. We don't have snow. We don't have autumn. We just have summer and winter. And winter, it is in the other. For example, in winter, here when we are at winter, we have only 2 seasons, and when we are at winter, it is very, very warm. It is very hot days. And when it is summer, just like I think that right now we are winter. I always confuse with that, because in the school you learn the seasons like summer, autumn, winter, and spring. We learn like that in the school. I don't know why, because we don't have that. And I think yes, and in summer we have heavy rains, and it is very common that we have some cold. I am at the thing is in the other way. I think that right now we are at winter, but the climate is very hot, and at the middle of the year it is summer, and then the climate start to lower the temperature, and we have cold days. But cold days are not like in your country. You have, I can see videos that in your country you are covered by snow with temperatures lower than 0 degrees, and that is terrible. I don't know how I will maybe live like that, because for me cold is like 12 degrees, something like that. My city is at the coast. It is so we have hot climate. And the thing that I wanted to show you about my country, yes, I don't know how you can survive. And also you have like these waves of warm, of hot days when you are in summer. Sometimes we don't have that here. Okay, I wanted to show you something very common that we can use for our project. That, look, my city, the original design of my city, when we were discovered by the Spanish Empire, all of these were, I don't know the name in English. Let me see. Yes, it is very, very weird. I don't know why in your country you have different measure. We use centimeters, meters, and Celsius degrees. And you have, what is the thing that you have? You created your own national way of measurements. And let me see what I wanted to show you. Manglar, swamp, I think. Let me see. Yes, something like this. Funny thing is Celsius and Fahrenheit are the same. Yes, I don't remember. I learned that in the school, but I always forget because I don't use it a lot. So in my city, and it is very common that in our countries, of course the highlands are different. But I think that in the past, even in the highlands, you have some of these swamps with cold weather. Okay, my city, the original biome of my city was this. Swamps were. I used to have a chart and I made show the difference. Yes, it is easier, I think. Celsius are easier to use as a measurement. Okay, so when we're going to create the plans for our project, we're going to create this kind of weird trees, these plants. Look, they are trees that come from the weather. It is very common, like in jungles. If you saw, I don't know, a movie like related to jungles and a river, this is the original. This is like my city used to look before the Spanish came here, the Spanish Empire. And when they came here, and you have a lot of native tribes here, Huancavilcas to be more specific, where the original culture, native culture that we have in my city. When the Spanish came, I think that they founded, I don't remember, because my city were founded like 3 times in different parts. Yes. And the last foundation, the third one, in the 1530 something, I don't remember the date, exactly the date. They founded the city. I cannot see exactly where it is. We have a little, I think that it is in here. I don't know. This is the main river of my city. I think that it is in here. Here we had. I cannot make this bigger. Let me see the word, the real word. Hill. Hill. Okay. Hill is the word. So here we have a hill, and in that hill was the original city, and all of these borders were ports, were places where you can fix ships, where you can receive the trades and the goods from other countries, from other cities, all of this border, and all of these were swamp. So because of the corruptions of our politicians, they started to cover all of this swamp, to destroy all the trees. And that is not the problem. The problem is that they didn't create a good plan to make this good for people to live. So they just destroy the swamp, start to cover all with earth, with soil, and try to start to build all the parts of the city. And the city start to expand into these directions. Most of these again were swamp, and with that problem, because we are near like 5 meters in the sea level, and some of parts here in the city are below the sea level. When we have rains, all of this is covered by water. So you can see pictures like this. Just one day of rain and you can see my city like this. Hello, welcome. You can see the city like this because of the people that lived here before, a long time ago, when they just started to build houses and buildings. They did that just to sell land. They like buy the space, the areas of land in a cheaper price, and they start to build a lot of things, and they sell that in a elevated price, and that is how they made rich. And because of that, when you create all the houses and all of the buildings, when we have just one rain, all of my city, most of the parts of my city are covered by water. That is the problem. this is the major problem that we have in our country. It happened also in the cities that are in the highlands. Unfortunately, the politicians before here didn't care about the planification, a good plan how to build the neighborhoods and the business areas and all of that, and we have all of these pictures. That is the problem. So as you can see, it looks like an abandoned city. That's why I took my city as an inspiration, because we can have a lot of great references here. Look at this. Here you don't have water, and then you enter into a neighborhood and you have everything covered by water. People in the neighborhoods walking like that with the water, and just one rain. You have one day of rain and you have the city like that. So with that context, we also can imagine how we're going to create some vegetation and some parts here of the city. Okay, so to continue with this, I need to look. I'm promised that today I'm going to look for more references of this lock. I'm going to download a lot of versions that we can use, and then we're going to start to do that tomorrow, because right now we are close to end the streaming. And then after we create the multiple designs for that, we are going to create the outside door. The outside door are going to be difficult. I'm thinking right now how we're going to do, but maybe not that difficult, because if we are going to have a door like this one, it makes sense that we should have an outside door like this one, that you can see through the door, so you can see that you have two doors. But because if I made a door like this one in the outside, that is also very common, it doesn't make sense, because why you have another door, because you are not going to see anything, so it doesn't make sense. So the doors that we're going to create for the outside are going to be following this design, one part covered and the other ones with the design of the bars to protect the other door. Look, like this, like this, like this. And these are going to be really difficult to create, because we have a lot of designs, a lot of styles that we can create here. Also I said that the level of the lock is going to be here, like near the center of the gravity of the standard person, like this, like in here. And also I made a little modification here, look, that may work or may not work. I move a little bit up the door so we can have, but I think that it doesn't matter, because the outer door is going to cover. No, but look, we need to leave a little space here in between the door and the floor. We need to leave to make it a little bit more realistic, and I think that it is going to look better. Okay, let me see what else we can add. So okay, I think that we're going to finish for today. We're going to finish for today. I need to look for more resources, for more references, so tomorrow we can create. Maybe I think that I'm going to create first variations for the wood, variations for this design for the wooden door, and after we create some designs for that, then we can start to create the outer door. Let me just one thing. Okay, this is door wall. Then let's move these two. door 1. Okay, let's organize our assets. Yes, for now that is the assets. We'll see what else we need to move or we need to change. Okay, let me bring another picture that is more like related to what we have in mind. It is this one. Okay, friends, so that is all for today. We're going to continue tomorrow again if I don't have another project with a challenging deadline. Okay, friends, so I'll see you tomorrow if I'm awake. Okay, don't worry, and thanks for coming. Okay, friends, so that's all. Please remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, leave a comment below. Follow me please on Kick, Twitch. Follow me on social media accounts, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me as Francis Arco. Remember, Francis Arco, you have all the links here. If you want, you can join to Discord server. You can share things about 3D, and also you'll find some links that you may use for references for your 3D project. You have a kit code link where you can find all the components that I use for my PC. If you may need some guidance of maybe what I am using and you want to follow my setup, you have there the components that I use for my PC. Those links are going to send you directly to Amazon. If you want to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can contact me. There's my email there, there's social media accounts, and LinkedIn page. You can create a project on Upwork and see through it and send message there too. And finally, we have, if you want to support my work, you have super chat, super stickers, super thanks. Maybe just $1, it is enough, and it is a really big help. Remember that I am trying to create more content for you, and also by more content I mean creating new equipment for the setup for more creations. For example, I want a 3D printer and I want the possibility for that. So any support, $1, something like that, is a really big help. So you have, I don't know, a super sticker, super chats, I don't know how much it is, the price of those things. Also you have memberships. One membership is $1.49, I think. The price I'm talking about my country. Of course, if you are in another country, maybe the price is going to change. The lower price is that, the lower price value is that. And also you have a PayPal link, and even better, you can get one of my models. If you want assets for your games and animations, you can visit my Turbo Squid store. If you want sculptors for 3D printing, you can visit my Cross 3D store. And also you have C3, a third option where you're going to find both assets, sculptors, and also exclusive low poly environments. So that's all, friends. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe. If you have any feedback, any suggestion, I am open to that. Remember that I'm trying to create more things for you, and I really appreciate your help, at least with a subscription that is free, and also the like, or write a comment. Maybe with that, YouTube is going to help me to share my content to new people, okay? And by that we can make this channel bigger, and with that also I can see that we can continue doing this. Okay, that's all, friends. So thanks for coming. Please remember, in a few minutes we'll continue on Twitch. Yes, on Twitch, if nothing happens again, because at the morning I have blackout, but fortunately I could start the streaming because the electricity came back. So if I have any problem, I will not be able to continue. Okay, yes, please share with your friends, share with your family. Everything is a big help. Please, we need to reach the 1000 subscribers, and we need to reach the 4000 views. Remember that I told you that for a few weeks my channel, the views started to lower a lot. I mean a lot. We lost like 500 views. We were so close to reach the 4000, but unfortunately the views started to drop. So I decided to stop just doing one kind of content, just 3D, create new things, trying to give you content every day. If on weekends I don't do streaming, you have the videos for previous streaming, so you have the full project, everything here on YouTube. And with those strategies, little by little, we started to fight back with YouTube, and we are trying to recover. Like, we are not dropping like a lot like before, and we are like starting to fight back, trying to increase the views. So everything counts. Share the content. If you don't have time and if you don't want to see, just play the video in silence, and you don't need to see it. It's also a big help. And also I have some tips, some short videos, some shorts also that are really helpful, I think, for you. And remember that I am always trying to look for new things to create more content for you. So everything counts. Share it with your friends, share it with your families, and share it also with your enemies. Like a punishment. Share my channel like I don't know. If you want to punish them, share it like a spam. Like a spam, you have to share it. Okay, everything counts. So that's all, friends. Thanks for coming in a few minutes on Twitch. Remember to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Also, today I forgot to tell you that the mayor of my city was captured by the police, but there is a story for another day. I'm going to remember the last week that I told you that the president that we have right now is a very corrupt person, and he's trying to hunt all his enemies, all the opposition, all the leaders that are saying about how he doesn't do the things right. So he's hunting all the people that is in okay, so now my president put in jail the mayor of my city because he wants, in the next election, he wants to put one person of his party in charge of the cities, of the big cities in my country. But that is a story for another day. See you in the next one.